I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Amazon FBA Arbitrage is not as great as what people make it out to be. Now don't get me wrong, it is a great way to make money online and a great way to start as a beginner on Amazon. And it's changed my life in many ways. But the business model is just not sustainable in the long term. However, by just approaching this business model in a slightly different way, I've been able to generate over £65,000 in sales on one of my accounts. And that is without Amazon FBA Arbitrage. In this video, I'll be exposing the raw truth about Amazon FBA Arbitrage and why I moved on. I'll be also sharing my exact approach, which has been generating me 5 figures a month consistently. And I'll also be talking to one of my friends who has made over £500,000 in less than 2 years of starting Amazon FBA to get his opinion on this. If you're new around here, my name is Jatz and I'm documenting my entire journey of growing my online business with as much detail as possible to help you start a business this year. So hit that subscribe button to take your first step into starting your business journey. And please leave a like if you find any value in this video. So let me start off by breaking down 3 problems with Amazon FBA Arbitrage. Problem number 1 is the product quantity. The first problem is the main reason why Amazon FBA Arbitrage don't succeed in the long term. When doing Amazon FBA Arbitrage, you're simply buying products from retail store or online websites of the retail stores and simply reselling them on Amazon. However, with this, you're limited to the number of quantity you can buy from a retailer. And on most retail websites, you can't buy more than 10 units like this one right here. As you can see, I cannot buy more than 10 units. Now, this means I cannot send enough units of a product which can last me for a month or a week or sometimes even a day. Having low stock means you will sell out quick, and that means you have to keep looking for arbitrage opportunities, and this isn't ideal if you have a full-time job, just like how I did when I first started Amazon FBA. But it's not all bad. If your goal is to make a few £100s every month, then with Amazon FBA Arbitrage, you can easily do that even with a 9 to 5 by finding few deals every week. Now, talking about 9 to 5, running an online business is great and you can make a lot of money. However, keeping your books up to date can take a lot of time and sometimes even be confusing, especially with a business like Amazon FBA. That's the reason why I use Awesome to help me with all my Amazon FBA bookkeeping and taxes. Awesome's a dedicated e-commerce accounting company who helps with all your bookkeeping and taxes. Now, if you run any online business such as dropshipping, Etsy, eBay, or Amazon FBA just like me, then I highly recommend you use them because they will save you a lot of money and a lot of time. And the best part is if you use the link in the description, you will get £110 off when signing up. Now let's move on to problem number 2, the supplier. Having a good supplier is the key to building a successful Amazon FBA business. Now, as you know, with Amazon FBA Arbitrage, you're buying products from a retailer and their day-to-day customers are just normal working class people. So they don't really work with businesses or care about the business or care about any businesses, which is why you can't really build a relationship with them which can benefit you in the future. Benefits such as negotiating, buying products in bulk, or even being notified when a product comes in stock first. And now problem number 3 is scaling. Now don't get me wrong, you can definitely scale an Amazon FBA Arbitrage business, but it requires a team and a good system in place, which isn't suitable for most people like you who has a 9 to 5 and bills to pay. If you're a one-man band, then trying to scale an Amazon FBA Arbitrage business to even 5 figures a month is a bit tough because you can't really spend your whole day looking for deals as you have other things going on in your life like your job. In addition to that, due to you sending less units to Amazon, your cash flow will take a while to build up until you can start recycling the money by buying higher quantities. So when doing arbitrage by yourself, it can definitely take a while to scale the business. To overcome these 3 problems, I still decided to continue reselling products on Amazon. However, I started doing something called Amazon FBA Wholesale, which is where I simply buy products in high quantity from a wholesaler or the brand directly. When I come across a good product after doing my product research and my bulletproof analysis, which I teach my students in the 50-day FBA mentoring program, and if you want to join, you can fill the Google form link in the description. Once I found the product, I then contact the brand of the product. For example, let's say I want to resell Prime Hydration on Amazon FBA. Then what I would do is go to the Prime Hydration website, go to the contact page and simply email them saying, hey, I would like to buy your product in bulk or high quantity. And if they're willing to allow me to resell the product, they will simply send me their application to open a trade account with them. And then I can simply go ahead and order as many quantities as I want. Now, the good thing about ordering in bulk is that I can get this Prime bottle at a lower price than a normal customer would. And I can simply then resell it at a higher price on Amazon, allowing me to make a higher profit margins. However, there might be a case that Prime Hydration might not allow me to buy the products directly to them, and they will direct me to their best or the main distributor or wholesaler. And this is when I can create an account with that wholesaler and simply buy Prime Hydration and resell it on Amazon as well. So this is basically how Amazon FBA wholesale works. Now the best thing about buying products in bulk is that if I send in enough quantity to Amazon, then I don't have to constantly keep looking for different products, as I know that this product is going to continue selling for a month or two until it runs out of stock, and then I can reorder it and resend it to Amazon. This way I can create a sustainable, long-lasting business. And if I want to go on a holiday, I can simply go on a holiday and keep making money while I'm on a holiday. This is why I call Amazon FBA semi-passive. And here's the crazy thing: if you can just find 15 wholesale products which can make you £25 profit a day, that's over £10,000 in profit in a month. And I'm sure that's an amount which will make you live your life a lot comfortably, help you live your life comfortably. And also another great thing about buying products from a wholesaler is that they're business to business, which means you're able to build relationship, trust, and loyalty. Because on Amazon, there might be other sellers selling the exact same product. And if they're able to get it quicker than you, then they will make more money. However, if you have that good trusted relationship with that wholesaler, they might contact you to let you know that this product is back in stock even before they list it on their website. And reliable suppliers deliver goods on time and they reply to you quick. And here's a key tip I'll give you from experience, is that always call your supplier. Don't email them. It allows you to build a rapport a lot and you're able to build that relationship quick. And the best part about Amazon FBA Wholesale is that not only you can start the business with around $2,000 or £1,500, but it's how quick you can scale the business. And talking about scaling, let's jump on a call with my friend who scaled his business to over $500,000 in less than 2 years. All right, guys, so as you can see, I've got my friend on a call now. His name is Adam. I'm gonna let him introduce and then we'll ask him simple 5 questions, which are something you need to hear right now. So Adam, go ahead, introduce yourself to the people.
Hey, so yeah, my name's Adam. I've been selling on Amazon for the past around 1.5 years now. I've been doing the wholesale method over, arbitrage and private label, due to many reasons, which, we're going to get onto in this video. Things have gone very well. Started from my own home into, some shipping containers, now here all the way into my 1,200 square foot warehouse. Things are just going very, very well.
That's great to hear. Thank you so much. And there was an important thing you said, which is that Amazon wholesale or arbitrage. So what do you think of Amazon FBA arbitrage itself?
I think it can be okay for some people. It depends what situation that you are in ultimately. The barrier to entry is very, very low. You don't need much money to get started at all. And what does that mean? That ultimately means that, everyone can do it. Whereas I do wholesale, to get some accounts open, I may need to be spending upwards of, £10,000 per month. And not a lot of people have £10,000, per month, let alone £10,000 at all. But don't get me wrong, some maybe, £1,000 minimum order and stuff.
100%. And I think that's a key, because yes, you can make money with arbitrage, and a lot of people make a good amount as well. But I think it does require systems and teams in place. Now, talking about arbitrage, we both do wholesale. So why is arbitrage harder to scale in your opinion?
So that's a tough one. So with arbitrage, like I said, the barrier to entry is so low, and the other thing is the products that you source, it's not sustainable. So if you go upwards, like in a chain, it goes arbitrage, wholesale, then kind of exclusive brand deals, and then private label. That's the end thing. Private label, if you get it going, it's the most sustainable. It's your own brands. Not a lot can go wrong there once you've got it all established. Now, if you go to the opposite end of the spectrum, which is actually arbitrage, you're gonna have to keep constantly finding products all the time. And if it's just you doing that, that's going to require a lot of time from you, hours and hours of searching for products, 1, 2, loads of products in your inventory, loads of different ones, and you've got to be purchasing loads of different things. You can have things coming back to you. And so there's just a lot of moving pieces in that puzzle. But if you scale things right, get the systems right, get the teams together. Yeah, I do know people that have created 7-figure businesses, doing this, but it does require a lot of hard work, and it's just not as sustainable as the other methods.
100%. I mean, that's a great way to put it as well, because I think that's something which people don't understand when it comes to arbitrage. Whereas on the opposite side, wholesale, low, no, I wouldn't say low barrier or like low amount you can get started with, but it's the scalability with even you as a solo man. So from everything you describe about arbitrage, what would you say is the biggest problem with arbitrage?
There are a few. I'd say the biggest problem is just the competition. Like I said, because of the barrier to entry, there can be upwards of 15, 20, even 30 FBA sellers alone, all competing with each other, probably all getting it from the same store or something like that. But yeah, the competition 100%, but also, you know, you're getting it from a retail store ultimately, and you can come into other problems like they may not let you order so much.
I think that's probably the biggest reason why we do wholesale. So I think the next question, you answered it, but I'll let you answer it if you have anything different, is that why do you do wholesale over arbitrage? Is it mainly for the purpose of you're able to do stuff which in your own time while your product selling, like the peace of mind, I would say?
Yeah, so it's much more consistent for me. The consistency is key, much more scalable as well. And it also, I'm here building relationships with suppliers and stuff like that. I'm potentially getting better prices from them, which you can't negotiate prices from a retailer. They're selling at that price and that's that. The scalability side of things and the consistency side of things is absolutely fantastic. Like I've scaled to a very good business here. I'm in a warehouse.
$500,000 in less than 2 years is not bad for sure. Perfect. Thank you so much for that. And to everyone seeing you and want to learn from you, where can they find you on the internet?
So if you type in on TikTok, Adam 2_ FBA, or it might be 3_, I'm not sure. So, or you can do the exact same on Instagram. It's the same name on Instagram, and they're the two places you can find me.
So hopefully at this point you understand why Amazon FBA Arbitrage is a great way to get started, but it's not something you can rely on if you're looking to build a long-term business, unless you have the money to build a team and have the systems in place. If you want to learn the easiest way to start Amazon FBA from scratch, then go watch this video and you'll find a lot of value in there. However, before clicking away, don't forget to leave a like if you found any value in this and subscribe for a new video every single week. Have an amazing day, take care, and peace.